Okay, let's go.
Welcome to the Zenless Zone Zero version 1.2 special program.
Oh, by the way, I won't be watching the
Continuing
music
from our
show,
last update
but
featuring the
only,
demolition case
I guess,
that
up to
caused
here.
quite a stir. The whereabouts of our main suspect,
Only the
Pearl,
program part.
remain unknown.
I will watch the
But
music
there are
later.
rumors
I
claiming
got
that
stuff
he's
to do,
fled to the outer ring.
and
So,
I'm not feeling
today's
that well.
program is also coming to you from the boundless outer ring. Huh? Who am I? Well, I'm the intelligence broker with the hottest gossip on the scene, Mr. Z. As you can see,
What
the
is
vast
wrong
open
with my
reaches
cat?
of the outer ring play host to this update's new story, the tour to Inferno.
There's something wrong
Speaking
with
of
my
the
camera.
outer
Do you
ring,
see the
I
blur?
am sure you have all seen the Sons of Caledon, who operate at the fringes of New Eridu.
No,
They
it's...
own a powerful logistics
No, it's
company
fine.
by the name of Leaps and Bounds, which can handle deliveries through hollows. Perhaps a few
Oh
of
my
you
god, I think I know
proxies have
what it
already
is.
run into some of their team.
Oh, well.
Today, we have invited two new friends from the Sons of Caledon to join the program. Let's give a warm welcome to Caesar, the young
Is this
leader
the
of the
Albert
legendary
or
biker gang,
Traveler
and Bernice,
equivalent?
the master mixologist from the Outer Ring. But they're still not here. They're late, as expected. Man, I have invested a lot into this program.
Yeah,
Bummer.
feels bad, man.
Looks like it's all up to me to tell you about the new content in this version. So, here we are, I guess.
Feels
Let's
bad,
get
man.
things started. First up is...
Is this the place?
Hey, where's Mr. Z? Oh, don't tell me he's late.
I'm over here.
Huh? You all good, Mr. Z?
Well, you two are a little late, and I
I
don't
remember seeing
your
these
answers like that
characters.
in the script.
Hey, our way is much cooler.
All right, guess that's why you're the most
All right,
badass
all right.
biker gaming leaders in logistics in the Outer Ring. Why don't we say hi to the proxies now?
Hey there. I'm Caesar. Happy to be on the show today.
Hey, Proxies, I'm Bernice. Today, together with Mr. Z, we're gonna walk you through the new content in version 1.2.
Oh, they're the Lucy Piper
Thanks for showing
gang.
up on
Or the
time,
road.
you
I can't
two.
remember what it's
Now,
called.
without further ado, let's get started.
Alright, all you
Okay.
diesel-loving rascals, watching on TV,
Oasis.
listening on the radio, and cheering live, gather around. It's your favorite gal, Jolly Jenny here. 30, 40, or even 50 years ago, a young man performed the miracle of diving into the flames and returning a
Lucy.
hero. And in just a few minutes, new hero will recreate the legendary Tour d'Inferno.
Would be fun if you get to ride a bike.
Simple. Whoever completes the ritual first will be crowned Overlord. The Tour d'Inferno is officially on!
Time for a formal introduction. We're the Sons of Caledon. I'm the current boss,
Damn.
Caesar.
Okay, sword shield.
I won't budge. Even one step!
Okay, alt. It's a bit loud. Flamethrower. Anomaly character.
Ready for a fiery feast?
Or? I assume you are.
Warning. A significant increase in ether
Oh.
concentration near Cinderglow Lake has been detected.
The weak and
Oh.
the worthless have no place in this age. With the power of ether,
Who are
I
you?
will establish a new order in this leaderless outer ring. A kingdom completely under my control.
God damn. Okay.
I'm supposed to be here.
Leave it to me.
Caesar! Stop!
I like her, the twin tail one. Is that orangutan? Okay, it looks pretty cool though. Tour de Inferno. Talidon.
Whoa, that looks incredible. It appears that the wide open wasteland of the Outer Ring actually has an underground side to it. And when it comes to this place, I'm sure you two are the experts. Could you please give the proxies some insight here?
Mm-hmm.
Leave it
We
to
had the
me.
same thing.
The Outer Ring is what people
Gas
call this
station.
underdeveloped
Uncle
zone
Henry.
outside
Well,
the main
that sounds a
urban
bit
area of New
creepy.
Eridu.
A
It's
clown
far
that's
off
called
in both
Uncle
Janus
Henry.
and Faunus quarters, and closer to this desert wilderness,
Ah.
which you don't get to see inside the city. And while it may not be as rich as the big city, it's blessed with a unique local asset. Oil! That's
Ooh.
right. This was the fuel resource used during the old civilization. In the Outer Ring, people don't use etheric matter, but instead rely on oil to sustain themselves, while also selling some off to companies in New Eridu. After the old capital fell, folks came out here to start fresh, escape from old memories, and of course, some just want to hide from PubSec. It's not like in the city. The vast Outer Ring has people peppered around and supplies scattered about.
So it's up to the biker gangs to get supplies to the locals.
Ooh.
Biker gangs are highly trusted in the Outer Ring. So, they've also got the best intel
Damn.
around. If you want to survive out here, you'll need them.
He's kind of
Nice.
cool. He's
Sounds
cool.
to me like they're the ultimate messengers in the outer
Can we
ring.
play him?
Of course! And among all the biker gangs, the Sons of Caledon are the best around.
Yeah! Wait, we are?
Well, nevertheless,
You're?
your logistics company, Leaps and Bounds, has certainly made a name for itself in the Outer Ring. After all, not everyone can handle the job of transporting supplies through high-risk hollows.
Yep.
True.
If you want a pro job done, just leave it up to the pros.
Yep. And as you might have guessed, we're called a biker gang for a reason.
Can you ride a
We all
bike with them?
ride motorcycles. In this version's adventure, proxies will also get to experience the thrill and joy of riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yep, skis.
Now that's fun.
Race with us in the Outer Ring. And as the baddest biker gang around, we got
Now that's what I'm
loads of
talking
members.
about.
Our biggest baddie
Now we're playing a
is the
racing
young
game.
leader of the Sons of Caledon, Caesar.
Hey!
I wonder
you're
if you.
talking fame? You're clearly the real
I wonder
star
if you
here.
need. You'll need a member in order to ride a bike.
Mixologist running the underground drinks operation.
I like
As
her.
for what kinds of drinks Bernie
It's cool.
sells? Well, we're not really at liberty to say right now. But it's safe to say that her drinks are famous throughout the Outer Ring.
The glug.
Plus, there's Piper and Lucy,
Yeah.
who you've already met. They're members of the gang too.
That's right. Piper is the best truck driver around these parts. And Lucy? She's our top supervisor.
Speaking of Lucy, she's always so competitive with Caesar for some reason. If you come to the Outer Ring proxies, you'll probably catch those two squaring off.
Well,
Damn.
here's a friendly tip from a kind gentleman in sunglasses. Don't play referee, and try not to get caught in the crossfire.
Don't play rough.
Crossfire!
True.
Don't listen to Lighter's nonsense. Speaking of Lighter, you'll be meeting him too. He'll be facing a pretty tough opponent this time around.
Can we
Now
play
that
as
you mention it,
him?
The Sons of Caledon must have some
He's probably gonna
serious
be playable
competition
in the future,
Outer Ring,
right?
That's for sure.
Even though we're all part of the Motor League, we're not exactly all on the same team. Biker gangs tend to cooperate and compete with each other at the same time out here. Take the Vanquishers, for example. They're our
That's a
biggest
furry.
rivals. We Sons of Caledon have got a score to settle with them.
Oh yeah, time to settle the score.
But for the sake of the current overlord, Pompeii, now's not the time.
Speaking of Pompeii, everyone in the Outer Ring's been saying they haven't seen him for a while. And nobody knows what he's been up to.
Nobody?
One day, he's gonna have to give up his position as overlord.
Overlord, huh? Sounds pretty badass.
You know it. And it's not the kind of title that just anyone in the Outer Ring can have. The oil industry runs the old oil field out here, and the whole shebang relies on support from the Motor League. The Overlord's the strongest among the biker gangs. As the head of the Motor League, the Overlord wields their power to... What was it again?
Hey, didn't Lucy tell you to memorize all those lines like 1,000 times before coming here? Anyways, the Overlord wields the power to designate transport routes as the boss of the Motor League, which is a huge boon. It's like super powerful, like a mixologist with a whole barrel of pure, undiluted nitro fuel.
Yup. Since every biker wants to be the Overlord, we had to find a way to see who's the winner. So we came up with the cross.
Sorry, I did look at something on
the
my
Torrent
phone.
Inferno.
A race? Sounds like we can expect to see some real cutthroat and underhanded action.
What do
Yeah.
you mean, cutthroat and underhanded? Whoever wins or loses is decided fair and square.
I heard there's a famous legend about the Tort Inferno in the Outer Ring. So, I have a feeling things aren't as simple as they sound. Caesar and Bernice put in a
Maybe
ton
not.
of work to prepare for the Tort Inferno. And since I am an intelligence broker, I've kept dossiers on you two for quite a while now.
Damn.
Yeah? Let's see what it says about me.
Ah, come on, don't leave us hanging!
What does it
Caesar
say?
King, the most badass rider in the Outer Ring. An S-rank physical defense agent, adept at using both sword and shield in combat. When the enemy launches an attack, if Caesar successfully blocks it with her shield, it triggers a perfect block, allowing her to negate the damage and immediately follow up with the next move of a special attack or EX special
Ooh.
attack. When she triggers a perfect block,
Okay.
defensive assist, or meets other certain requirements, she applies debuffs to surrounding enemies, allowing her squad members to deal more damage to them.
Play it right, and it can be a slick way to attack and debuff at the same time.
That's correct. When Caesar is in combat, she can protect on-field squad members and boost their anti-interrupt level by providing a shield with her EX special attack, chain attack, and ultimate. When launching her ult, Caesar swings her shield and charges into the battlefield in the Overlord's Grace stance, dealing damage to enemies.
Yep. I might be a defense agent, but that's because it's what I'm best at. I still know how
Okay.
to make the pain rain.
That's Caesar for you. She can take a hit and strike back twice as hard.
Twice?
Can't be a leader if you don't protect your team.
Absolutely. Now let's take a look at Miss Bernice's files. Miss Bernice is an S-rank fire anomaly agent who fights with dual flamethrowers.
Mixer and Shaker are simply too hot to handle.
When in combat, Bernice alternates between her two flamethrowers, Mixer and Shaker, to fire continuously. While
She
using
must
her
be an
nimble
anomaly
move to
character,
dodge
no?
enemy attacks. If needed, Miss Bernice can also concentrate her firepower.
Lord, did they
to
say
unleash
that?
blazing hot flames from both flamethrowers in a short burst, dealing massive damage. And
Maybe they
provoking
did.
Fire anomaly buildup. It's
Oh.
worth noting that when Bernice builds
Yeah.
up enough heat, she enters the nitro fuel cocktail state. In this
It's like
state, when a
Jane.
teammate's attack hits an enemy, it triggers Afterburn, dealing an extra instance of fire damage. In battle, Bernice can use her EX special attack
Damn.
to quickly burn enemies while stacking up heat to trigger the nitro fuel cocktail state. Even if you switch to another agent, the afterburn effect continues to trigger, steadily accumulating fire.
So her and
anomaly
Jane
buildup
has
on enemies.
synergy?
When the decibel rating is maxed out, she can unleash her ult, jumping into the air and raining down a storm of flames on her enemies.
Someone's here to challenge you. I'll help.
I'm a bit sick.
But this is Bernice we're talking about. She's still a force of nature on her own.
She sure is. Before she joined the Sons of Caledon, there was a time when Miss Bernice worked alone. Now that I come to think of it, I've always felt like Bernice brings so much energy to everyone around her. Carefree
Yeah.
and unrestrained, like she could burn away all your troubles in one go. With her flamethrowers,
Yeah, she's the perfect friend. As long as she never whips you up a meal with Mixer and Shaker.
If you're feeling down, just have a Bernie special.
you will also go on an adventure with Bernice in the Outer Ring, during which you can discover her bright and optimistic side and deepen your friendship. Bernice has also prepared a surprise for you. We'll leave it to
I
you
am
to
pretty
find
sick.
out what
Goddamn.
it is. As for Caesar, she's the kind of person who just naturally oozes leadership vibes.
That's right. Caesar's pretty reliable 95% of the time. Whenever there's an
95%.
argument, she always knows how to get people to come
Wait, what
around.
about the other
Come
5%?
around? You mean violently? And what about that last 5%?
Yeah, if you got fragile stuff that you treasure, like expensive skincare products, you better keep it out of Caesar's reach.
No wonder Lucy roasts you every chance she gets. You totally deserve it.
And every good roast has to burn!
Looks like members of the Sons of Caledon get along pretty well.
Of course. But while we're discussing a couple of Sons of Caledon members, let's not forget about our comrade in arms, Red Marcus.
Ah, that's right. As a member of the Sons of Caledon, you can find Radmachus
God
dressed
damn.
in leather riding a custom bike into battle. When Radmachus launches his chain attack, it charges at the enemy on a spike, steamrolling them and triggering a powerful explosion. Well, we've covered a lot of content already, but now we're finally at my favorite part. In version 1.2, proxies will have a chance to recruit Caesar and Bernice as their agents from the exclusive channels Ember Crowned Overlord and Born to Burn. In the first half of this version signal search, proxies will be able to obtain the limited S-rank agent Caesar and S-rank W agent Tusks of Fury. Both will be available in their respective channels.
We look forward to working with you, Phaethon.
And in the second half,
She's
Miss Bernice will
anomaly.
be making her appearance in her own signal search. Limited S-rank agent Bernice and S-rank W agent Flamemaker Shaker await you.
Yeah, yeah! Time to show off your power move!
Of course, and as mentioned earlier, Red Marcus will also be joining us in the new version. All right, I think it's about time for us to show the redemption code. Proxies, are you ready? Consider it a token of our appreciation. Just don't forget to redeem it before it expires.
There we go.
Mission from the mayor of Blazewood and revamp an old diner. Working as staff,
Get the free
will handle
Lucy.
everything from serving guests to cooking in the kitchen. While
Ooh.
running the diner, proxies will learn a lot of interesting stuff about the Outer Ring, including some fun stories about the agents from the Sons of Caledon. Also,
Oh,
as a
shit,
reward, proxies will get to contract A-rank agent Lucy.
Hey.
Now it's your turn, Proxies. Brace yourselves for some classic Lady Lucy sass.
Next up, a new minigame called Bizarre Brigade will be available at Asha's Arcade. As far as I know, players take on the role of a little traveler in the game and fight off enemies with the friends you meet along the way.
That's right. Players can get a variety of random items during the different exploration stages, which will have a huge impact on your fighting style and ability to survive.
Whoa.
Ooh, sounds like there'll be something new every time you play the game.
Sounds
It's also worth
fun.
mentioning that apart from earning polychromes by completing the event, proxies will also be able to unlock more new characters in the minigame. Additionally, in the event Roaming the Ether,
That sounds
proxies
fun.
will receive a vintage computer terminal from the old civilization that the Cunning Hair salvaged from Hollow Zero. Nicole
Ooh.
reckons there's some super important info stashed inside.
Nicole's gifts always keep me on my toes.
I wonder what that info could be.
Yeah, who knows? It will be up to the proxies and Fairy to find out. Now, let's switch things up and head back to New Eridu for some fun and casual activities.
Psst! There will be hidden puzzles at the newsstand for you to discover.
Ooh.
You heard her right, proxies. You'll be able to join the Redo Tours puzzle event at the newsstand and unlock different puzzles which depict some interesting stories about New Eridu.
Oh, and you'll also be able to earn polychromes and name cards as rewards for completing the event. Speaking of which, 141 convenience store is leading the way in setting up a neighborhood night market, right?
Oh yeah. Looks like I'm not the only one with an inside scoop.
You know it.
Anyway, Shaw will work with proxies to bring this market together. If you manage to complete the tasks, then there will be some fantastic rewards to thank you for helping out.
Ooh!
Besides this casual event, we have also added a new series of combat commissions in version 1.2. So be sure to check
Ooh.
those out if
There's a
you're
lot of
interested.
events, though.
Additionally, there will be some new challenges waiting in Notorious Hunt and Expert Challenge for proxies
no.
to try out in the new version. And that's not all. We also have new drop discs coming in this update, Chaos Jazz and Protopunk. Proxies can obtain them from new stages in routine cleanup. To provide proxies with a better experience, version 1.2 will have a limited time event where you can obtain double the drops. So you should be able to get your hands on the materials you need in
Good,
no
I need
time.
those.
Don't forget, we've also got other events lined up waiting for you all to discover that are just as cool.
I heard there'll be some fun new game modes in version 1.2.
That's right. A brand new game mode, Investigator Training Course, will become available in version 1.2.
Jesus.
This mode offers 4 different courses where you can get a taste of what it's like to be a Hollow investigator and learn some basic and practical knowledge about Hollow exploration. Each combat course will offer buffs tailored to different factions, and you will even get to use agents you don't own yet to take on formidable enemies. And And there's more! After unlocking the tactical course, you can assign your agents to undergo continuous tactical exercises in simulated hollow environments, earning experience along the way.
Yep, sounds neato burrito. Now,
Okay.
even newly recruited agents can keep up with the team's progress.
Meanwhile, there are also some new changes coming to
Oh,
Hollow
that's a
Zero.
permanent.
We have already lowered the requirements for unlocking Withering Garden in version 1.1. Now, there are no more level requirements. Proxies can unlock it by completing the prerequisite stages. In version 1.2, we're introducing a new Blitz mode to Withering Garden. This mode allows you to dive straight into combat and rack up your weekly investigation points without having to explore the TV board. After each fight, you'll earn a Resonium surprise box with several Resonia of the same type. For those who love a challenge, you can choose different modifiers to crank up the difficulty. Just a heads up, you'll earn extra investigation points for doing so, and we have added this feature to exploration mode as well. Naturally, the harder
Okay.
the challenge, the greater the rewards. We hope you all find the experience you're looking for and have a blast.
I love this update.
After the update, Proxies can check in to collect 10 encrypted master tapes and 10 Boopons.
Awesome!
Incredible!
I heard Mr. Z's got some exclusive intel up his sleeve about some game optimization
Damn,
that you
there's a
proxies
lot.
have been discussing lately.
So, fill us in with all the deets, please, Mr. Z.
First, let's take a look at the optimization of the HDD monitor array, commonly known as TV mode. Now, for proxies who have already completed and met certain criteria for commissions that include TV mode gameplay, Fairy will help you retrieve any unclaimed observation data and rewards from previous attempts if you're willing to give her some time. In other words, you
Oh.
only need to explore the board once to collect all the rewards.
That's nice.
In addition, we have optimized the TV mode to make everything feel smoother. Some event animations will play faster and you'll be able to skip certain parts.
Okay,
We've
that's
also
good.
adjusted the interactions for some common events, cutting down on the number of close-up scenes. Overall, there are many improvements to the TV board experience in the new version, and you'll definitely notice the difference.
Righto!
Meanwhile,
Mhm.
we're also releasing a backup battery charge function in the new update.
That's good news for busy people. Even if you can't log in, you'll still keep building up battery charge. And when you finally have some free time,
That's
you
good
can
for
use
me.
all that stamina you've collected.
Precisely. Next up is a feature I've been looking forward to for quite some time.
Tell it to my face.
We have updated the squad configuration system to let proxies save and use preset squads. You can jump straight into combat with your preset squad right from the deployment interface. On top of that, you can also decide whether or not to bring a Bamboo into battle. At the same time, we have also introduced a new feature to quickly switch
Okay.
squads in Shiyu defense.
Ooh, so the experience is getting smoother and smoother.
Heck yeah! No need to manually change squads every time.
I've been looking forward to this update for a while. But I remember last time someone said something about playing as agents inside the city.
Oh.
So, how's that all coming along?
In version 1.2, proxies will get to explore new Eridu from the perspective of Caesar and Bernice. But that's not all. You'll also be able to switch freely between Wise and Belle.
Choosing's for chumps. You really can have it all.
And even though it won't be in the upcoming update, by version 1.4, proxies will be able to explore the city freely as any
Oh,
one of their
thank
agents.
God.
Also, once proxies
Oh,
complete a
thank
certain
God.
amount of the
You
main
can change
storyline,
time.
starting from version 1.2, you'll be able to advance the clock as you wish. No longer will proxies have to worry about getting stuck due to time during a quest. And we've got even more ideas up our sleeves that are all coming along nicely. All right, looks like today's special program is coming to a close. But
Good.
next up we have...
Wait, there's more?
You betcha!
Oh,
We've
this
got
is
a
where
little
I end.
surprise for you all at the end.
You know what? I really enjoyed this. There were some very good updates, especially quality lives, like the battery overload. That's really nice. There's a lot of events, and I can finally ride a motorbike and play as Ellen. So you know what? I take that. That's a W. W update.